right. I got Breeton Boi with me here today, coming off his 2 sick performances at NPC.
What's
How are you
good?
doing?
I'm doing good, man. Feeling great.
How's the trip here?
It was all right, actually. Just got here before the whole IT thing happened, so
Yes, yeah, that was insane. There's some
yeah.
memes going on about like it's not Office 365 anymore. It's Office
Oh,
364
no.
because of that one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you basically just dodged that whole thing.
Yeah,
That's good.
it would have been long.
I think that personally, this is my own personal opinion of his performance, his delivery, and there was no mic issues. He felt so confident and just on top of it that like
Thank you.
that energy transmits to the crowd.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to shout out Green Boy for that. Do you have any songs that I guess what I'll ask first actually is what's your own favorite song?
I always get asked this question. I think
Yeah.
it has, I would say, it's hard for me to stay on one
Mm-hmm.
just because I like so many different aspects about so
Yeah.
many of my different songs.
Yeah.
But right now, my favorite one, like absolutely, is probably Boy I'm Toji.
Okay.
And that's my
Yeah.
favorite one right
Yeah.
now. My go-tos are like I'm Back, That's So Crazy. You know, the popular ones.
Yeah.
The ones they're the ones I like to perform and the ones I like to do, then they're really special to me,
Yeah.
those particular songs.
Okay, why
Like,
are those special to you? What
well,
just
I'm
the
Back
meaning?
because of the whole, like, yeah, the whole context around the time and just the comeback and then the support from the community that I
Yeah.
got. And then That's So Crazy because I wrote that just before MomoCon 2022,
Okay.
which was like my first like time traveling to the well, it's my second time traveling technically, but my first time traveling to the US like as a creator and to perform and stuff.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
like I wrote that about like the whole come up like that I'd been on at the time.
Yeah. So talking about the come up, how did that first time you started getting
To
when it comes to that come up, right? How do you deal with that initial bump where like people start recognizing you when you're outside and people start asking for pictures and stuff? Because this was the first time it ever happened to me. So I want
oh
to know how
really?
you felt and see if I felt the same way.
I mean, it was kind of wild. I didn't really expect it at the time because it's obviously a lot of us like we don't really show our face that much, at least in the main content. Like if you
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
on Twitter and Instagram, then obviously you recognize. But like to actually get that, it's such a weird feeling of oh this person like I'm being acknowledged in this way. Like I'm
Yeah.
not used to this. Like I'm used
Yeah.
to comments online and stuff. People coming up to me and be like, oh you're dope. Like can I get a signature and stuff?
That's yeah.
It's so strange to be on like the other end of
Yeah, I think that it's special too. At
yeah.
least for me, I was in like my own like little corner of the internet,
Mm.
right? And I came here and this is my corner of the internet. So like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people here are like, "Yo, you're that guy." I'm like, "What? How do you know
Yeah.
me?" It's like you blew up very fast too. So you went from like just starting off and then I feel like within the span of 1 or 2 years, boom, you're out there.
Yeah.
So that shift in lifestyle, how is that?
To be honest, it wasn't really too much different because also a lot of my audience is in America and I'm usually in the UK, so I
Yeah.
don't like really get day to day like recognized or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's only mainly at these events where people are coming specifically for that. That's where I kind of get that, which I
Yeah.
think is cool. I think it's a cool kind of like dynamic to have
Yeah.
where I can just chill and not have to worry about going somewhere and people like rushing up to me and interrupting my daily life.
Yeah.
But I can go to specific events and be like, okay, well,
And
I'm
get
ready
that
to meet
feeling.
people.
Yeah, I feel like once you get to that point where in the public, a lot of people are coming up to you, it can get a bit hard. One of the things that stands out to me when it comes to your music, when I react to it, is just the bars.
About the bars, I've seen your
Yeah,
reactions. So.
yeah, I see that when I react to rap or listen to rap in general, even off the camera, I like to put myself in the artist's shoes and be like, okay, like how did he get to the point where he wrote that to fit that rhyme scheme there, syllable for syllable, so that the punchline could hit too? Like, how do you do all that? Like, do you have a process when it comes to that? Does it come to you by now? Like, how did you get so good at just like being so compact lyrically?
It's just been, I mean, with any skill, it's just something you keep doing over time and you study. And, I pay attention to other different rappers that I was inspired by and like just the way they would do their writing. And then
Yeah,
I'll incorporate that into how I do it.
yeah,
And also just like, I don't know, I like, sometimes it depends on the track, but I'll go in with a purpose. Like, I'll be like, okay, I want to have this kind of scheme. If I'm talking about this, I want to have this kind of
Okay.
scheme.
So then do you take a beat and then from the beat you get some sort of scheme going and then you write the bars? Or is it a bit of setting up as well?
Usually,
You can go ahead, don't worry about it. Yeah.
I usually find the beat first to inspire like what kind of style I'm gonna go for, and then I'll write the bars there. But I do occasionally like, I'll just be thinking all the time. So if I think of a good bar, I'll just write it down.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it'll be like, oh, this is the best time
That
to use it. I
fits.
just bring it out.
One of those examples where I could see you were just super knowledgeable, you had the rhyme schemes, you had the references, and the bars was that Pokemon cipher. We talked about
Oh,
this
yeah,
earlier
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I just want to shout that out. Maybe I can even link it in the description. I'll do that so you guys can find it. It's on your channel, right? Yeah. So go listen to that one. He went so crazy on that. It's one of my favorite things that you've done.
Thank you so much.
But you work with a lot of people as well in the community.
Who's my favorite? I would say honestly, of all,
This is, I no one's gonna know.
I'll currently say my favorite person. I guess this is a more, I guess a biased pick, but so far Vice has been my favorite person on the most
Yeah.
recent track that we did.
Yeah.
Because honestly, she just has an amazing voice.
Yeah.
And
the contrast with
yeah,
you goes.
yeah. And I don't usually work with singers like that, but I just really felt like she really fit what I was trying to do specifically. She was right there in it, and also we're just able to really easily workshop and stuff.
Shout out to Vice. I do like when you guys bounce around, and you have a lot of content together all the time that I see on
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's nice seeing that. How would you describe, I guess, your friendship or relationship with her?
We're pretty like locked in, you know what I mean? It's just so easy to just talk to her, throw ideas back and forth, and just she's just chill overall. Very, very funny person, and she's very expressive as well.
So it just like works together with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
It's just the chemistry there. I like that a lot. I know you have some stuff to do here, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm going to ask you a bit of a silly question at the end here.
Go ahead.
If you had to pick a food that would describe you, what would it be?
That's a tough random question. Damn, really? Okay, that's a curveball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a burger.
A burger?
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Because you're in
burger.
America, is that why?
I guess so. But the UK has good burgers too.
Yeah.
I guess it's just
Who has better burgers?
I would say America probably has
Let's
the
go.
bigger, the beefier. They're more unhealthy, but
Yeah.
hey, they taste better.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Yeah.
a burger. Any reason why?
I'm just feeling it, but also
Yeah.
just it's a lot packed into one.
Okay.
That's what I
Yeah.
got. And
there's
a
different
burger,
ingredients and there's some layers there. And
Yeah.
There's some meat and then there's some juice. All of it. Like
and you can have different burgers. You can switch things out. But at the end of the day, it's still gonna be a burger.
that's a bar right there.
Yeah.
That is a bar. Thank you so much for doing
I
this.
have a question for you. What's your favorite Breeton Boi song?
I want to pick the cipher because it's the one I've been replaying the most, but I know that doesn't really count. I feel like every time I hear a verse from you, it's really amazing.
Yeah.
It's like you get competitive. It's you on a verse with someone else.
Yeah,
I
that
think
is
I
true.
think it was that cipher that you had. Was it the One Piece one?
I'm guessing you're talking about Admiral Talk.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I figured.
Yeah. So that one, you had the energy, you had style, and even your delivery, like your voice inflections on those. That one was. I remember reacting to that one. I was like, oh shit, he went crazy on that. But
Yeah, no.
I guess song. I can't pick a song. I know you have some nice sonic ones, but I can't pick a favorite there. I would have to go with that verse in Admiral.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
But it's always
Yeah.
interesting for me to ask people like
Yeah.
what their favorite song is.
I feel you've explored a bit more in terms of your sound because before it's like always rap and stuff, and now I see some more style, some more of your personality shine through too in the most recent ones. So I think that's interesting because to me, when it comes to nerdcore, you're rapping about a character too. But when I get to see that personality through the sound and then voice inflections and even the different flows that you're doing, it's interesting to see and get that connection from like your personal, like who you are as a person. But yeah, thank you for being here once again. I will put all your links in the description. Is there anything you'd like to shout out at the end here?
Just shout out everyone watching.